everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Hey, you guys, give me just a second before I get on the screen. I'm trying to get everything off my desk because everything is everywhere. As you guys saw in my community post, I was taking handwritten notes. So I've got like my pens, my notebooks out. I was trying to get everything scheduled. And I got to grab my coffee out the kitchen. So I'm going to go mute for just a second. I'll be right back. How y'all doing, guys? If you guys missed it, I did post the file from last night's live this morning. And again, if you missed the community tab post, if you go to the community tab, you'll see this on the thingy. This is the schedule that I'm hoping to stick to. From 3 p.m. on Monday to 3 p.m. on Wednesday, I'm not going to be going live because that's the time that we have the car to do stuff for my son's birthday. And we're going to be doing stuff Monday night, all day Tuesday, and into Wednesday morning. So on Tuesday, when I'm not here, there will still be footage that drops. There will still be 2 posts. It'll be the raw footage for the live we do the night before or the day before, because I'm going to go live at 11:45 on that Monday because I got to get the car at 3. So I need to be out of my house by 2:30. And then Tuesday, I will post a full clip of one that we will do a live review of the next day. So that there will just be one that's kind of flip-flopped. And again, this is just a schedule until we get the rest of it. And the city attorney or whoever's supposed to be doing whatever they're supposed to do with the 12:55 to 2:25, but also the 10 a.m. to the 11 a.m. isn't going to be there until Tuesday. And if it hasn't even been redacted, that means they're going to have to do it all for like both sections right then and there. So I'm not looking like even thinking about getting anything from them on Tuesday. Hopefully by Friday, if they really expedite it and are really actually sorry about their mistake, which I doubt. So that's the plan. That's the plan so far. Tonight, in case you missed it, this should actually also redirect you. This should redirect you. No, it's just up in a thingy because I didn't feel like straightening it today. I didn't cut it. I'm trying to grow this as much as I can by keeping the side shaved. But I am really fluffy. See this mess? I got to do my hair today at some point too. Or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Tonight, though, we're going to go over the 30 minutes before the 911 call. I was listening to just like a few minutes of it. Like basically, if you look at the thumbnail for the live for tonight, you can see where that redheaded Jeremy guy is actually walking his dog. Like you can see him walking this way. It's like 10 or 12 minutes before the 911 call that he walks that way. Like right then. Like it's like right there. Like I'm almost like, did he see Hunter walking that way maybe? And just it didn't like register? I don't know. But you can definitely hear more when it gets closer to the 911 call. So that's why I said in my community post that I want to watch that one tonight. And of course, when it gets time for that time frame for the 11 to the 12 p.m., 12:05 p.m., we'll rewatch that whole segment along with the whole, like the rest of the hour. But it'll at least gauge a lot better on what we need to be listening to, what sounds do sound like when it comes from inside that house. Because that we know for sure there's something happening. We know for sure we're supposed to be hearing sounds that sound like somebody is seeing something horrible. We should be hearing it. And you do hear 2 different female voices. You do hear what sounds like a male voice. You can hear, you can make it out. I can't make out what's being said, but you can make it out. You really, really can. Okay. Thank you for being here. We're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate that. Thank you. And again, as these full ones post, I am also posting underneath the Google Drive link. So if you go to the one from this morning, you will see a Google Drive link that'll take you straight to those original files that I got from MPD. So tomorrow morning, when this one posts for 4 to 450, you'll also have a Google Drive in the box. We do not have 336 to 359. They are considering that part of the information that we previously got even though we previously got 3:30 to 4:30. It's like weird the way that they did it. The way that we're reviewing these is not the way that I am choosing to like section them out. This is how they were sent to me. So this file right here and the one from last night came in individual files that I had to take from a zip folder and like put them together, piece them together. And like I mentioned yesterday, I did screen record myself doing that so you guys can get a gist of what I'm doing when I'm doing this. All I do to these files is download it, put it into my Clipchamp, take the volume from 100 to 200, and then download it into 4K. That's all that I do to them, nothing else. If I'm taking something from another YouTube channel and using it so that I can give commentary on it, I'm putting a filter on it. Sometimes I've got to flip it. I've got to follow YouTube rules. For raw footage that I own, that my name is on the receipt for, I don't do shit to it. And once it's out there, y'all can do whatever y'all need to do whatever y'all need to do to it. But anything that comes from this channel is going to be raw. There's not going to be nothing done to it. Let me fix this real quick. So you're also going to notice that this one's going to end at 4:50, and then the next segment that goes to 6 o'clock is actually 4:45 to 6. Again, that's just how they segmented them. And I don't know if that's Tim Smaldridge that did that or if Andrew Fox did that. I don't know who did that. It's not the FOIA person that I speak with on the phone. It's somebody else. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, give me a second. Okay. Okay, I haven't listened to this one. I just know that, again, the first like 30-ish minutes is going to be things that we have already seen because of that original packet that we got. So from 4:30 to 4:50 is going to be all footage. So remember, this is the time frame that they are giving us for the crime to have occurred that we've already seen. Plus, we are going to continue to hear Murphy barking. Now, I did skip through a little bit just to sort of like listen to see. I can't actually, I don't know what time he stops barking or if the barking is going to continue past the 4:50. So at least maybe now we'll get an idea on when and if he starts. It might not be till the next segment. I don't know. We will find out though. Thank you so much for the 20 for the FOIA fund. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the $9.99. Thank you for all of your hard work. Well, I appreciate you guys being here for this. And again, y'all are the ones who actually paid for this stuff. It's just me going and dealing with them, putting it together. But y'all are the ones who funded this entire thing. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't have this. This shit's expensive and they are full of shit. We are paying for them to take information out of these files. It is the wildest thing what these FOIA things are for. Okay. I'm going to press play now. Here we go. This is the file that will drop in the morning. Thank you, Snappy. So that's Molly. That should be Molly, if I remember right. That's Molly leaving. Yeah, let me actually address that. That's a good point. Thank you for bringing it up. You know, I don't like talking about this kind of stuff. I don't like talking about this kind of stuff. YouTube does take half. YouTube takes half, and anything that I get in December, I will not get until the end of January. So keep that in mind when it comes to FOIA fund stuff. Obviously, I'm going to take whatever the value is and put it for whatever we are doing right then and now. That's just how it works with YouTube. So PayPal, Cash App, and Buy Me a Coffee are the ones that only take like a very small transaction percentage. They take a percentage for using the platform for the donation, and then there's a certain percentage that I get charged whenever I send it from the account to the card. I think PayPal only charges you if you do it like instantly, but if you do it like 1 to 3 days, I think it's free. But yeah, that's true. YouTube takes half. YouTube takes half of it. And then I pay taxes on the other half. I'll put them in the chat. I swear I never hear a damn thing in either interview. And that's just my memory. I could have missed it, but I don't remember them saying a word. No, it's my stupid phone. I thought I had it on silent. Sorry. No, the membership fee, as far as I understand it, is the only thing that we pretty much get like the 100% of. Hey, Patty. Oh, I don't have a Venmo. That's a good point. I'll make one for the channel, I guess. I remember you can still hear that same beat. We heard that in last night's live too. It's kind of weird though, because it's almost like it's the same damn song over and over and over and over again. Because the beat's very much similar. That's SV1. Why did it just go silent? Oh, because, okay. Okay, reminder. This one and the one previous, it was the separate segments. So as the segments get put together, even though in my editor there's no space, for some reason, there's like a little silent blip like you heard. And then on some of them, like the first 4 seconds are like sped up for some reason. And then somewhere between 4 and 5 seconds, it like gets back to normal. It's really weird how they did it. Oh, it does? See, I didn't even know. I thought we didn't. I thought we got the whole thing. I'll have to pull the thing up because it told me 50%. I know this is where it stuck with me. A guy named Poppy Sanchez with little purple angry face emojis was my first super sticker, and it was for $50. And the next day when it showed it to me on the back end of YouTube, it gave me $24.50 out of that $50. That's how I remember, like in my mind, what YouTube does with it. They might have changed it, but that's always been in my brain. And the name, the emojis, all the things. Sup, Poppy Sanchez, in case you're watching this. Yeah, that was wild. So that's how I've always thought of it. But thank you for that. I'll look it up and see. I'll do another thing on that, but that's always just been in my brain. $24.50 from a $50 thing. I was like, damn, YouTube. $3 months. Thank you for being here, Debs. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Woke up. Thank you. Thank you for the $1.99 EK. Thank you. Thank you. That's how I remember it. First impression was everything. This is where it sounds like a manual vehicle. And looks like one. The way that it went back as after it like shifted before it went forward, it just looks like a standard. The infamous 3-point turn. So at this point, according to the reports, 40747 is the last time they claim that SV1 comes into the area. It says, I don't want to like reshare the damn thing because it'll like mess up how I have it up here. It says headlights of a vehicle turning north onto Queen Road briefly shine on exterior of 1127 King Road. There is no subsequent vehicle activity captured for approximately 13 minutes after these headlights are seen. And then it goes from there to 420. So this is where they think that SV1 is parked somewhere. They just don't actually know where. They're guesstimating. 9 months. It's a long time. If you know, you know. Welcome back, Fubar. So I can tell y'all from listening to the very ending of this, I know it sounds sort of faint, but try to listen deep into the background. It kind of sounds like it's sort of far away, but I feel like after listening to right when Hunter and Bethany and Dylan are all like apparently seeing everything, I feel like these noises here are coming from inside the house. Just listen real close. You'll see what I mean better tonight. All of that in the back. Like you can hear things. It's just faint. Oh my God. Okay. I really need people to pay attention to titles. Please pay attention to titles and context. Until 4:30, it is what we've already seen. After 4:30, it is brand new footage that has never been seen before. 6 months, that's a lie. You've been here a lot longer than that. 21 months, Carrie, and thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Congratulations to those who ended up getting those. Congratulations. That's what we should get by next week. But I don't see how we're going to see that happening. It's just so cool. See right there, too, there's a little bit of noise. Oh, I know. 3 months. That's a lie for sure. You've been here forever. $10 months. Woohoo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You can still hear things very faint in the back. You hear it? Maybe Maddie, of all people, maybe we're asleep. That's the only one I've ever given that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Lisa. Welcome. Sure did. Videos are still there. Yeah. You can still hear it. If you're going to come in promoting other creators, could you at least spell the victims' names correctly, please? Jesus Christ. Shit was scary. Oh, I can still hear it in my freaking head, bro. See, you can hear stuff moving around for sure. I've asked and been told no. Correctamundo. There's a timestamp. Just be mindful. It's scary. It made me cry on screen. Okay. I didn't say anything about promoting the other creator. I said, if you're going to promote another creator, spell the victim's name correctly. I don't see what's wrong with my statement. I actually encourage you to talk about other people in the chat. I'm like the one person who doesn't care. Please pay attention to the way that I say things. Please. Mm-hmm. It is a very strange delay. It's a big delay. And we really noticed it when the guy came out of from this way and like kicked the dumpster. We actually heard, as far as my brain remembers, we heard the kick of the dumpster before he got to the dumpster, which was really annoying because that's like not even that far from this camera. The delay was wild. It's a lot of noise now. I just like, ooh, yeah, that's so loud. See, to me, I don't know if that's like a door on the outside or if that's like a body being thrown up against an exterior wall. You know what I mean? Like inside the house, but being thrown up against the wall that meets the outside, not like in the interior. Like it wouldn't be the wall that they share the bathroom with, but like the one that actually meets the outside, because that's very distinct. Yeah, but it's like bad. I don't get that. Mm-hmm. But we have to keep in mind that at this point, what we saw is that people walked out of this house and left. I don't know who else. I don't know if there's people inside of this house right now. If they are, I don't know if they're asleep. We know that in the footage we watched last night, we watched them get into a car that's parked in the middle here and leave. And I know that like this is like a shared parking space, but at this point, I don't even know if people are in the house where this camera is sitting. And I didn't know that that was a possible thing until last night. So I don't know. I don't know. And that's another thing. People are saying that in the other one that we don't hear, the bells at 3:00. And apparently you can in Lena Lane. And if this is like an echo bowl, you'd think that you could still hear them, but I didn't hear anything that even sounded faintly like a bell. So this one in Taylor Avenue and Linda Lane need to be like synced up together as much as possible so that we can see what pieces are missing. Cause I didn't hear any damn bells either. No, this is brand new. He wouldn't have been able to sync this footage yet because only me and like one other person I think has this. He can now that it's out, but no, he did not yet. I mean, it's from the police. I'd hope so, but probably not. I mean, I don't know. This is what they gave me. I'm sure it's accurate though. Does anybody remember the exact time for Enon? Because some people said like earlier, and then some people said later, and I was not really quite sure what time. There's Murphy, I think. Yeah. I'll have to turn that down or else my dogs are going to wake up. Yeah, because it shows up in the daytime footage. I just don't know from like getting all the files ready, like what time it shows back up. But it does eventually show up. It's in the daytime footage. See, there's more screaming right there. That's definitely from... There's Murphy. I think it sounds deeper because it's in an echo bowl and it's on this camera. Like, listen to how the sounds sound when we listen to the way that the guy kicked the dumpster or that door shut. They have like a deep bass to the noises, so that's why I think that Murphy sounds deeper. But he's also not a puppy. Like, they had Murphy for like a year, it seems like, before they broke up. He's not technically a puppy. And Murphy's technically not a little dog either. Like, this whole he was like a puppy, that to me, like, I'm still smelling your puppy breath whenever I'm playing with you. That's not Murphy. He's a bigger dog. He's a bigger dog than people want to pretend he is. And he's not a little baby puppy. We need to remember that too. It is pretty deep for Murphy, but we have to also remember the acoustics. That's why I can't stand the fact they got rid of the house, because now that big of a structure being removed from that area, it will never do this again. Not with this kind of sound ever. I don't want Boomer to wake up. Well, and that's what I said. Like, you can hear desperation. Like, honestly, for real, you can hear it in the voice of this dog. You can hear desperately trying to get somebody's attention. Yep. Only one way in and out. Sarah? See that echo? You can hear the echo. It gets farther and closer and farther and closer. That's why it's hard for me to figure out if he's on the balcony and he's like running back and forth, making himself sound farther and closer, or if he's actually like on the ground. The only thing that makes me wonder if he's actually on the balcony is because we don't see him running around in the camera. And I know that probably sounds stupid because of the way that it's positioned, but considering that his father lives over here, I would assume when he goes to the bathroom, he runs back and forth a lot. And there's some suspicion on what we saw in yesterday's footage. That's really interesting. I don't really know what to think of it besides, like, it looks like Murphy got dog napped. It looks like what could be Jack Decor's dark colored Volkswagen pulls in, says what sounds like Murphy to me and a few other people. Some people hear doggy or come here doggy or something like that, and then the dog, like, the car takes off, and it's weird timing because it's around the time of all the missed phone calls between Kaylee and Maddie when it comes to calling Jack. But I don't know if that's what it is. That's just what the frick it looks like to me. But because we don't see him like running on the camera, I really have been like rethinking, is he on the balcony? Because he's not trying to go and get Jack either. Like, we don't see him trying to run back and forth. So I don't know. It's just thoughts. Mine do too, and like in a way where it sounds like they're hearing something that's making them anxious. That's why I try to keep it turned down. Because they'll hear my neighbor's dogs bark all day long and not react, but they hear this and they react. I mean, it looked like it last night, Danny. Yeah, I'm trying to keep mine asleep so he doesn't react. SV1 leaving. I will say this, and I'm only reminded of this because of how fast this car looks like it's leaving. I went through like a few seconds of the footage that Plunder put out the other night because I have not had the chance to even freaking look at it. I don't know when we're going to review it, but we will eventually. I freaking promise once this is over. But there's a part where the car is coming like this way and like turning to get like to another red light, and it looks like they like sped the shit up, because there is no way that in real life somebody could take off that quickly from one light and make a turn that quickly. It looks fake as shit. I don't know if y'all saw it, but if you did, let me know in the chat. That was like the only part that I saw, because once I saw that, I was like, I don't have the time for this right now. I already knew I was going to be, what the hell am I looking at the whole time? It looked real weird. It looked real sped up, real effed up. Good. Okay, see? Yeah, it was weird. We don't. Verdi would not have this footage. Well, he would have until 4:30. So if he probably did do that. He probably did look at that piece. After 4:30 here in a minute, this is all going to be new stuff in about 8.5 minutes. I'm pretty sure he continued working. I remember, yeah. He was on for a while. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. He does sound very loud. See how it goes back and forth? That's why when that truck pulls in here in a few minutes, I'm like, are they trying not to hit Murphy? Because it sounds like, and I say this every time, it sounds like they're slowing down in front of it. They're sort of just like gassing it just a little bit when he's out the way to try to get past them. Like try to get past him. That's what it seems like to me. Single noise from him. I don't think they have a dog. Right, but we also hear some weird high-pitched voices that sound like they're saying, Murphy! Like they found him, which is why it's weird. Because everyone reacted to that too. That's why we went back to it a couple times. I don't remember how far after the car like comes and goes, but we could hear it like a couple different times and it sounds like two different voices. So I don't know. It's weird, but it's on that video too. That's the thing. Like after that happens, then that happens. It's very confusing that we still don't have anything concrete about any of this. Thank you so much for joining, Talis. See, and that damn nose sniff. We're going to go back again. Remember that damn nose sniff from the last time? And it literally sounds like someone standing at the camera going, okay. Ugh. There it is again. I will never not hear a sniff right there. That sounds like someone is standing right there, and that is so weird to me. And then that sound. Like, that sounds like the door. I wonder if that was Dylan going downstairs and slamming Bethany's door. I don't freaking know what's going on. I hate this case. It makes no sense. Oh, I wonder if it was Tim Smaldridge or Andrew Fox, because it's in both. Because remember, this is not the same file that we got originally. Like, it's the same time frame, but it's technically a different file because it's a different file name, a different segment of time, everything. "50 feet from Xana's window." They say 50 feet in the PCA, but it's, I mean, I don't know if anybody's actually gone out with the tape measure. Okay, so here, I think the big truck's about to show up. Listen to how it sounds. Is he gonna do it? Oh no, this point is should have already been past the house. No, maybe not. No, it's not doing what I thought it was doing. It goes past the house very quickly. It's just so deep you can hear it. It should be. Oh, it stays around for a minute though. See, that's the problem. Okay. Okay, this is about to turn into the new footage. So yes, remember, Dylan is claiming that when she gets down to Bethany's room, somehow she sees the brake lights of a black truck outside. No headlights, just the lights in the back, which is interesting. Welcome, welcome. Man, it sounds like it is just right there, bro. Welcome, Sarah. We shouldn't be able to still hear it like that, bro. I'm going to back up like 30 seconds. We shouldn't be able to still hear it like that. If it's in the parking lot on Linda Lane, like where we are assuming this truck goes, because it sounds and looks just like the one in Linda Lane, even though the times are weird because Linda Lane is sketchy in itself. We shouldn't be hearing the muffler like that still. Like it's still sitting there. Did y'all hear that second bark? Did y'all just hear that second bark? There's 2 dogs barking. That changes a lot. Huh. That too. I heard it again too. Something just woke up that second dog. And I understand there's other dogs in the neighborhood, but this is the thing. This is the thing. If they're going to try to tell us that it's Murphy, they have to be able to prove that it's Murphy. And I think the only reason why they're trying to say that it is Murphy is because of the timing, because of everything else that's going on at the exact same time that they're trying to tell us their story is. And then apparently they did testing to prove, I guess, with the decibels, when the dog was inside the house and when the dog was outside. But in all reality, we have no legitimate proof that this is Murphy. The timing is interesting, yes, but we don't see the damn dog. We don't, nothing to validate this. So when we are hearing a second dog and we can actually make out the fact a second dog is barking, it takes away everything that they just said about Murphy, especially considering the fact that we have no time frame, at least in any report, that tells us when Murphy was found. I know what we hear on the camera from last night. Okay, I know what we hear, but these girls have never said a damn word about when Murphy was found. They know all about Murphy being missing and getting a phone call about Murphy being missing, but they have no clue when he was found again. And I don't see how that's possible. For us to be able to believe the story that Kaylee was in the house dancing with the dog to music, we have to know when the dog was actually found, because we know the damn dog was lost. But then to know the dog was lost the night before and then know that we had rumors that the dog still was lost that day, well, obviously those aren't true because we can see the dog underneath the desk. But do we know that this is Murphy barking, or do we need to go back to thinking that maybe somebody subdued Murphy in order for him not to bark and draw attention, and this is another dog barking in the backyard somewhere? I don't know. I've wondered about Murphy since day one. If you've been here for a while, you've heard that come out of my face a million times. Did something else happen to Murphy to make him not react? Because I understand like this situation. Okay, cool. But you're going to tell me that damn dog was in the house for 8 hours with the doors open and he didn't go sniff his owner, that he didn't go into Maddie's room, that he didn't walk around the house and traipse blood from his paws all over the place? There's no way. There's no way. This just makes more questions because now we have 2 dogs barking. How can you sit there and tell me for sure that this is Murphy? You can't. You can't. I want to believe it. I don't try to not believe the shit they tell us. But when there's more questions and we hear another dog barking, you have to ask, how do you know for sure? Especially, again, knowing that there's other dogs in the area. I mean, shit, we see in the daytime cameras, the Jeremy guy, the redheaded, bald-headed guy, walking his dog. I even think there's like another clip of somebody else with an animal too, maybe getting into a car in the daytime. It's just stuff I saw in passing. But you have to ask all that. You have to ask all of that. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. It's very noticeable now. I never heard that before. But then again, we're now 40 seconds into the new video. So everything from this point to the end of this is new footage. That's a second dog right there. It's a different pattern. If you have to ask why it matters, then I don't know why you're here. That sounds like a different dog. They sure did. But only for inside outside. We don't really know that. That's not a proven fact. It does. Yeah, I've been a mom for 2 decades. I can punish people myself. Yeah, the more the dogs bark, the more other dogs are going to hear and start reacting for sure. Definitely too, for sure. I hear music. You're making sure it's not my neighbor. I hear music. I wonder if anybody knows anybody that has data software that can actually go in for the frequencies of each bark and separate them out. I know the freaking technology exists. I just know that it's really expensive and you have to work for like a big sort of like sound audio company to have access to that kind of stuff. But I know somebody out there has it. And I know they can run this and separate the barks by the frequency and the decibel of the dog bark. I know they can. Wink, wink. Hear me, please. I want this done. Right, but Molly's already gone. I don't know. We haven't seen all the text. That's the thing. They haven't released them all yet. That's not in that. That's not even on that street. good question. Oh, that's a good question. From that time frame, not now. Like, are there any on any of their pages from like a month or two, give or take, of him barking? That's a good. I mean, obviously, it's going to be recorded on a different device, but we could still get a good sort of feel. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that shit, bro. Thank you for joining, Sharon. It does. Oh, you know what? I think I did see one. In the back of my mind, I'm seeing it now. No mods, just me. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay, I don't know why this word is suddenly so popular. Anyone who has animals know that animals bark in a pattern. It's their speech. The way that we talk and say things, it sounds the same. I can even say things, and my two older kids know exactly the words that I'm saying. Like, legitimate, it's a thing that literally blows my 7-year-old's mind because they can still do it and he has no clue what I'm saying. But they've been around me long enough that they know what I'm saying. So it might sound, it's not freaking looped. Okay. I don't know what Birdie is doing and why he's constantly trying to act like things are fake and acting like these people aren't dead and showing fake documents and whatnot. Okay. We're not doing that here. This is not loops. This is not looped. Dogs bark in a pattern. It is their speech. If this dog is barking with the same inflections and he's trying to say the exact same thing in his own dog language, he's going to sound the same. That's why it sounds like that. That's why it's almost like Morse code, the way that the barks will go a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. Yes, please pay attention to that. Know the behaviors of what you're listening to before you just go off and listen to some crazy person on YouTube, because that is not the case. Jesus Christ. No, Birdie's insane. Him and Phoenix. And I will gladly say it. I don't give a shit. Yeah, after it was already proven false and she came out and admitted it. Sure did. Damn psycho. Vehicle. That's a lot. A lot of barking. That one was real clear. Thought I heard voices. Let me go back like 30 seconds or a minute. I thought I heard sort of like distinct in the back end talking. I can hear it. You have to listen past the echo. Okay, so that's the time I was looking for him, because I don't believe him anymore. We haven't seen him written down in a single damn report that we've gone through. He inserted himself really strangely for there not to be a damn report about him. So that should be in the footage that we get next week. We already have it, Templeton. And we have it. We released it already. See, and that's what makes me think that it's got to be. That's what makes me think it's got to be Murphy. Like, one of them has to be Murphy, because what other dog has the, like, I guess the reason to continue barking this much, if not him? Like, if not him, who else? Like, what other dog would need to be barking still? That's why this is confusing. But I'm also still hearing things. Like, I'm hearing what sounds like someone talking. And I know that it's like, oh, how can you hear that? When you hear the footage that we go over tonight of 30 minutes before the 911 call that's supposed to be Hunter and Dylan and Bethany in the house discovering things, you can hear it. You can hear it. So, like, if you listen past the echoes, you can hear talking, and you can, like, hear what seems to be even, like, movement still. So the only thing that I can think of, and I know a lot of people, like, think it's not Murphy. I still think it very well could be Murphy. I just don't know what's going on with Murphy's timeline, because we don't know anything for, like, an hour and a half. There's, like, a bunch of up and down. But I don't know what other dog would need to be barking at this point besides Murphy, if that makes sense. Because, like, my dog, or my dogs, like, when someone goes for a walk and they cross the street, once they're down at the stop sign, my dogs don't give a shit anymore. The lady's dog across the street, once the person is, like, down the road, it's over. The dog's back here, the dog's over there, the dog's on that side. Like, once the person is gone, they kind of just, like, stop. And this has been going on for a while. And that's my problem. It goes way past SV1 leaving. So I don't know. That the only dog that has the motivation to continue to have to bark because they need to keep alerting would be Murphy. Like, I don't know any other dog that would need to keep barking, that would feel the instinct to keep barking. I don't know. I hate this case so much. I hate it so much. Give me 1 second. See how it still gets like farther, closer, farther, closer? That sounded weird. See, that back end one was a second dog. See, that sounded like a door. I can hear voices. No, we hear it. I could hear it. You had to listen past the echo. That sounded weird. It's a very strange sound. Talking's faint, but it's definitely there. Where'd it go? Oh my God, where did it go? Okay. If you go to the video that I posted this morning that has the full file for last night's live, you'll see a Google Drive that'll take you to the original files that I got for that. You'll have to watch them separately or download them separately and put them together yourself. It's the original files. It's going to be like that for all of the full files that I put out. Also, if you just like scroll through the community tab, you'll also see links for like other stuff. There's a bunch of different folders in there that have different like Bryan Kohberger things. The MPD photos have their own link. There's a bunch of different links. You just have to look around the community tab for most of them. But it's there. No paywall. No paywall. Thank you for joining, GB. Keeps going. Whoever's talking in the damn background. There's a fucking conversation happening. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I want to know what the frick they're talking about. That was a second dog. Thank you. Thank you. It's 4 minutes left of this footage. Oh, thank you for being here for 4 months. That sounds different. Is this when you're supposed to stop abruptly? I swear, if my neighbor's dog was barking like this, I'd have done been outside yelling, "Shut the F up" to the damn sky. Still barking. I'm still hearing barking, Anne. Did it stop? Hey, wild dog. So is this like where it stops? Literally, because it's about to cut off. That's it. Boom de boom. That's the exact file that I'm going to post in the morning. That was a lot of barking. Feels like it's more than 30 minutes for real, though. I just realized my son's in the living room playing on his Xbox. We did go over Linda Lane and Taylor Avenue like a super long time ago. But now that we have like official footage, we need to go back over it again. And compare things, especially during certain time frames. It was pretty long. Like, how are you awake? We know that you're awake because of your phone activity, and you're just like... And the only barking that Dylan even mentions is like as she's claiming she sees the person in the house. What about the rest of it? Jesus Christ. I don't understand it. No, I don't. I think the 3-hour gap for that is only Bethany's phone. Because when it comes to Dylan's phone, we're being told that there was no stop in her stuff, that there was just a small gap for Bethany, which is in that time frame, because she gets up and she calls her dad, I guess. But then when it comes to Dylan's, apparently it's nonstop, but we haven't gotten it yet. But we do know that they were trying to submit information, text messages, what do they call them? Bubble messages between Dylan and her dad from around this time, which would have probably been like hella telling. So freaking much barking. And more than one dog for sure. More than one dog for sure. Well, I mean, that's got to be only factual if we've seen it. So that's an assumption, I guess. Until we see proof of it, then I'm just going to have to go off what we've been told. Just so much. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Let me throw y'all the link for tonight. Because again, we're going to go over the 30 minutes right before the 911 call in tonight's live. And then tomorrow morning, I will release this full file. It's already uploaded. I just have to schedule it. So all the full files are going to pretty much release at like 7:30 in the morning, the night after we go live. So where is it? Is it this one? Here's a link for tonight's live. It says 8:15 because I've got a lot of stuff I need to do, because I've got to get ready for me not being able to really sit down and go live and do anything for honestly like a whole 48 hours from like 3:00 on Monday to 3:00 on Wednesday. I'm ixnayed off the internet. So I'm trying to get everything in line. So I have a lot to do. So that's why it's going to be like all the way till 8:15. If I get stuff done faster, if I feel like I'm ahead of my own schedule, then we might go earlier, but I don't want to like set it and then change it because that might like cause issues. So we're going to leave it probably at 8:15, honestly, because it's just probably easier that way. And again, if you go to the community tab, you'll see where I have this paper posted, because handwritten notes are easier for me to keep schedule with, because I'm like a weird millennial who doesn't really care about technology. So I like to write everything down. And yeah. Okay. That was a lot. That was actually a super lot. Also, I'm gonna drop hold on. It's not gonna let me do this the way that I want to do this. Is it gonna let me do this the way that I want to do this? Okay. For those of you who follow along for the kitties, I do have a second channel where I talk about other things and put stuff about the cats. So there's that right there for y'all's in between. And if you didn't see the raw footage from this morning, here's this one right here. No commentary, no stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you serious? Is that who y'all were just talking about? I just saw a why is he in jail? Yes, Central Time. Sorry, Texas. Google Drive link for the raw footage will be in the description box of the raw footage. Is Dylan's dad really in jail? Because I'm about to look and see if something shows up somewhere. That's not the same man. Ooh, this dude looks like JLR. It's not him. Ugh. There's a Brent Troy Mortensen that was arrested in Salt Lake City, Utah for possession. But if you look at the photo, he looks like JLR. I'll show you. So if anybody has proof of like Dylan's actual father, this is the person who shows up. Does this not look like a wannabe JLR looking dude? Because her dad's name is Brent, right? Am I looking up the wrong name? This is the only one that popped up. I don't see nothing else. Like I wanted to type in Brad, but I'm pretty sure it's not Brad. I'm pretty sure it's Brent. Yeah. Jail. I don't know what the hell's going on. Not him. But if somebody actually knows if Dylan's actual dad's in jail, I'd like to know for sure. So if you know if that's actual, you can email it to me. Is it Brett? See, I don't know. Okay, so let me look that up. Okay, well, we had a laugh. Now let me Brett Mortensen arrested. Brett Allen Mortensen. Maybe. I mean, I don't see anything with like a mugshot. And there's actually quite a few Brett Mortensens, if that's his name. I thought it was Brent, though. Maybe not. See, that's what I thought. I thought that at first. It's like a muscle head. I was like, is it Brad? Is it Brett? Is it Ken? I don't know. That's what I thought. Yeah. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah. There's a Brett Allen Mortensen that just shows he's from Virginia. There's another one that's 66 that shows from Boise. Like, it's just basically like the listings on all those damn brokerage sites that I always tell y'all to sign up for 4a-4 so your information doesn't show up on there. That's where I'm seeing it. Yeah, here's my email. I don't click links, so y'all know. If you want me to watch something, you have to send me like a screenshot of what it looks like a thumbnail, and like a title, but I won't click links. Definitely not Pitt. You know, I never thought he was cute. I'm not a Brad Pitt girly. Emily's dad is the dentist. Emily's dad is the dentist. All right, guys. There's all the links. There's all the things. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here now so I can get some other stuff edited. I'm still trying to get I'm trying to get them all uploaded at one time. Today is like the day I'm giving myself to get all of these 4K files uploaded. So since the first two are the only two that came in like separate files and the rest of them are like full on like MP4s, I'm taking that and just putting it into Clipchamp and doing the 100 to 200 volume and then downloading it into 4K. That's all I'm doing with those. So I'm trying to get all of that done today so that they're uploaded and ready to go and I can schedule them out. That's the plan anyway. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But I will see you guys tonight at 8:15 when we go over again the last 30 minutes before the 911 call. Daytime, you can see people moving around the neighborhood. You can see the Jeremy guy walking the dog. And you can definitely hear Hunter and Dylan and Bethany speaking inside of the house. You can freaking hear it. That's going to be tonight. I appreciate every single one of you for coming in here and spending time with me today and going through all of this stuff. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships, the super stickers, the super chats, you guys joining on your own, coming in here and listening to this stuff. Make sure and look, as much as I want my stuff out there, okay? I would prefer y'all share the raw footage files over sharing a live, honestly. Like, cool for people to see if they like how I commentate on things or whatever. But when it comes to the legitimate information, I would just personally prefer, and y'all do what y'all want, but I would just personally prefer the most sharing gets done when the raw files are out so that it's all unadulterated. There's no opinion being put into it. People can get a real view of what's going on their own without hearing anybody talk or seeing any comments or anything pop up. Just keep that in mind for what my little heart desires. Okay. Just keep that part in mind. I, again, appreciate you guys very, 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 very much. I will see you guys tonight. Let me go ahead and roll this out. Please do not forget to leave a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. All right, you guys. See y'all.